Hello and welcome back to the Players Club podcast. This is season 2, episode 5. I'm your host, Brian Pereira, here with my co-host, Jacob McDougald. And there was no episode last week. Something happened. There was stuff going around.
Happened.
There was just stuff going around. We couldn't make it, but
my bad. That's on me.
I wasn't gonna say anything. It is
I'll
what it is.
admit it.
No, it is what it is. We're
scheduling conflicts, and
we still got school stuff. We're still students. Students first, podcasters second. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I guess we're student podcasters, not student athletes, which doesn't sound as cool.
I think it's cooler.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep rolling. But like it's always said, we got a great episode coming right at you. I feel like that's so cliche. I feel like every podcaster and radio show or anything like YouTubers, they say that.
They'll say that, or they'll say, "Let's get right into it."
Right.
Which I think we say both.
I think I say both. But they're always like, "Oh, we got a great episode coming at you," or like a fantastic episode, and then it's like. It's just a mid-episode, or you do the same thing every episode.
Hopefully you don't feel that way about us.
Please. Please. We're trying our best. And then they just, it's like they always say that. Oh, we have a great guest. And it's like, they say that for every guest. Like, what about the other guests? Are they not great?
Yeah.
Or are some greater than others? Like, I don't know,
Well, some can definitely be greater than others.
That's true. Like, if we get Shaq, that'd be amazing.
I love Carl, but Shaq.
That'd be way better than Carl. But he might not rant about Randall Cobb being a groupie.
True. All-time clip.
That's a phenomenal moment on this podcast.
I want to ask about your hat. What logo is that? Like, what team?
Oh, this is the Cardinals hat. This is a Cardinals hat.
Okay, I saw it was a Cardinal, but the
this
St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah, okay. This is So I went to the stadium.
What's their color scheme? Because they got blue, purple, and red.
This is just like a cool hat. Their colors are just red and white.
Oh.
But they got a little bit of yellow. But
it is a cool hat. That's why I was asking.
The hat is just red. Like, this hat is just red with the yellow. Like, the bird is red, and then the bat is yellow. The original hat. The original hat. Their hat is not black.
I thought I was tripping. I'm like, that bird is not red.
Because I get a hat every time I go to a new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have a Rays hat. I don't have a Mets hat because I didn't buy one when I went. But I have, obviously, a Marlins hat. I have a Braves hat. I have a Diamondbacks hat. And I had been to St. Louis before, but it was during, Christmas. It was snowing. And we took a tour of the stadium, which was kind of lit. But then we went now over the summer, and I went to a game over there. Still rooted for the Marlins. Still. But
what happened with them? I actually don't know.
They lost.
Did they get eliminated?
Yeah, they made the playoffs, and they just got eliminated. They lost both games to the Phillies. But only 10% projected to make the playoffs. So we made the playoffs. Better record than the Mets. Ha. The Mets suck.
Oh, speaking of the Mets, I don't know if we would start with baseball, but did you see that video from almost 100 years ago at a Mets game? This dude was interviewing Mets. Well, not even Mets fans. He was interviewing people at the game, being like, "How do you feel about the team? Are you a Mets fan?" And they would be like, "What? No, I'm not a Mets fan. I just came to watch baseball." And it was almost all their responses. And then some people would just be like, "Yo, F off! Get out of my face! I'm trying to watch the game." And that's back when. I would read comments and people were back when you could watch baseball for 6 hours because it was either that or work in the factory and you had nothing else going on.
That's crazy. That's disrespectful to the sport.
No, but it was funny because the whole post was clowning the Mets. Even back then, nobody was a Mets fan. They just came to watch.
Exactly.
Nothing's changed. But, I thought it was hilarious because he spoke in that super old,
the
10s and 20s
time.
The old time. How do you feel about the Mets?
That was actually a really good accent. That was a really good accent.
That's how he sounded.
That was a good accent. But yeah, no, we had better records than a lot of teams. I was honestly very happy. First year manager. Shout out Skip Schumacher. It was actually his first year being a manager, not just a Marlins manager. And you make the playoffs. Kim Ang becomes the first female general manager to make the playoffs in general in any sport.
That's what's up.
So, they went crazy. Jazz was hurt for a month. Sandy Alcantara gets hurt towards the end of the season. He wasn't even as good as he was last year. So if he was good, they might have been better. Who knows? They might have won. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But that is what it is. I didn't know. We're not going to beat the Braves either way. And I don't think the Phillies can beat the Braves. We're looking at one of the greatest seasons put on in modern baseball history. And by Ronald Acuna.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard, he went 40 and 70.
Yeah, I saw the play.
Crazy.
Did you see the announcers getting all frustrated that he was taking
the Cubs announcer? Yeah.
The plate, relax.
Because he took the base, bro. He made history. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
He's allowed to take the base.
First person ever to have 40 home runs and 70 stolen bases in a season. Take the
See,
base, dog.
my thing is like, as like the pitcher and everybody on that field, he's gonna go for that
Because
70.
but the
When
thing
he's at
is,
69, don't you expect him to try to?
the thing is because of the new rules. So now you can only pick off twice to first. So if he was to throw twice to first and he doesn't get out, he can't throw to first anymore. So it's guaranteed that Acuna is going to go to second.
So you're saying that wouldn't have happened if the new rule? Yeah, because I'm like, they all have
That's
just
why
been waiting for him
everyone's
to,
like, oh, the only reason he's so 70 is because new rule. 70 is still hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been done last year if it was so easy, you know? Like, and he's still hitting 40 home runs, and he's hitting over 300. Like, he's the greatest season I think I've ever seen with my own two eyes. Then his first baseman, Matt Olson, breaks franchise history twice. Most home runs in Braves history, and then most RBIs in Braves history in the same season. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You have a second baseman, Ozzie Albies, who becomes, like, I think, 5th switch hitter to have multiple 30 home run seasons. I think he's, like, the 6th infielder or something like that. Second Brave to have multiple 30 home run, 100 RBI seasons. You have Marcell Ozuna from the Braves. If you know, you know. Ozuna from the Braves. I'll tell you the story about that right after I say this. And he had a great comeback season. He hits 40 home runs, has over 100 RBIs, and hits 275, which was absurd when they wanted him. Everyone said they should trade him because how bad he had been. Then you have Austin Riley, who's just a guaranteed dog at third base. And he's young. He just signed a 12-year contract, a 10-year contract. And Michael Harris Jr. just comes off comes off his Rookie of the Year campaign last year and puts almost identical numbers. And it's like,
Okay.
They're like, oh, the Braves aren't going to be good because they lost Dansby Swanson. Then out of nowhere, they get Orlando Arcia to hit over 300. And it's like, bro, what is actually happening in Atlanta? Spencer Strider breaks franchise history, most strikeouts in the Braves history in one season. It's like, yo, like, what is actually happening? They're actually going crazy. And
so you're saying it's guaranteed?
I think they're going all the way. I don't think anyone can stop them. I'm saying that
you
right now.
You heard it here first.
But as well, I'm going to tell you a story about Ozuna. Ozuna got pulled over a couple years ago for a DUI, and he told the officer, do you know who I am? I'm Ozuna from the Braves. I swear to God.
He said that?
I swear to God.
What did the officer, like, okay?
I've seen the clips is there, and then it's just edits, and then they just edit to him, like, hitting home runs and stuff. And then they just overlay. Like, that is the perfect piece of dialogue for, like, a crazy edit. Ozuna from the Braves. And they just cut to him just dog hitting home runs, bat flipping, everything.
That's good.
And they're like, Ozuna from the Braves. So there's an Instagram account that is called Ozuna from the Braves. And it's the same picture. He posts the same picture every single day. And he comments under every Ozuna post. And he's like, Ozuna from the Braves. He's like, post me, I'm Ozuna from the Braves. And it's so funny.
I love accounts like that.
And I'm like, yo, I respect the commitment. And he posted his stats. And he would post stuff every day. It's so funny. And now it's just a thing where you go and, like, the Braves will post a video of, like, Ozuna hitting a home run. They're like, oh, the Big Bear, because that's his nickname, like, does something. And they're like, Ozuna from the Braves, Ozuna from the Braves, Ozuna from the Braves, Ozuna from the Braves. It's so funny. And I would buy into it if I was him. I would be like, oh, I'm just Ozuna from the Braves. That's just me.
That's funny. That reminds me of the LeBron meme with the le everything. Any LeBron put le GM, le go, le goggles, le rapper. When he put the goggles, like le goggles, le rapper, le anything, bro. Le alcoholic when he promotes his
his tequila. Bro, I love stuff like that. The internet is so undefeated.
That's what I'm saying.
Undefeated, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, no, I mean, playoff baseball. I didn't think we were gonna start with this, but
I didn't think we were gonna start with this either. But
I guess the hat gave it away. Going back to the hat, actually, since we never really finished that, we went on a tangent.
It flowed pretty well.
Yeah, we went on a tangent. I get a hat every stadium, like I was saying, but I kind of I wanted a different. I was like, you know what? I kind of don't want just a red hat. Like I want a hat that I could wear that's kind of cool. There was this one that had like the STL, like the St. Louis logo. It was like a baby blue hat, and then it had I don't know if it was like colorful like this or if it was like pink logo, and I think with a pink bill, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard, not like a pinkish, kind of like a purple, kind of like that lamp right behind you, kind of like that with like baby blue. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of sick, but it didn't have my size. And they had this one with my size, and I was like, I kind of like it because it has the bird and it's different. And I think actually it's on this side. It's got the World Series patch. From 2011.
That's nice. I saw that. I didn't know what it said though.
Even the MLB logo is like colored different, and then the bird's blue with pink and purple bat, but. I bought a Marlins hat too recently. That's different. It's like I wanted an old one, so it's the F. That sounded horrible. Just the F. The
The
F
F.
with the Marlin, and it's a like kind of dark reddish. Like it's not like bright red
Mm-hmm.
with a baby blue. The F is baby blue, and then it says like 10th anniversary. Kind of like it's like a patch like this one, but it just says 10th anniversary.
No, I get you. That's
from
cool.
2003.
I'm not really a hat person. You probably never seen me wear a hat.
I've never seen you wear a hat.
But there's this old hat in my house. A New Orleans. I don't know how.
Is that
I
why
have
you're a
it.
Saints fan? Is that why you're a Saints fan?
No. I don't. I'm telling you right now. I don't know how we got it. I don't know how I have it. Maybe it was given to us at some point. Don't remember. But this old crusty like bent, like the bill is like bent, like
crushed.
no saving it. No matter how many times you
No
bend it, wash it, it's done. But I will never throw it away because it is a New Orleans Saints like Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did they win? 30 something, 40. I don't remember. Whichever one they won in 2009.
Yeah, the Breeze one, right?
Yeah, the only one we have. They won.
We gotta go through numbers, bro. We'd have to go 55 and start doing.
Because we're at 58 coming up, right?
58.
It wasn't just 57 that just happened.
When did the Broncos win? Super Bowl live. That was Super Bowl 50.
That was 50. That was like 20,
not Super Bowl live. Super Bowl L.
That was 2015.
Was it 2015? Okay, so then just do the math going backwards.
8 years. Well, yeah, we're coming up on 58. No.
Damn. No, I think you're right.
This is not a math podcast. So
no, we're not math major. Shout out Carl for that one. Actually,
if you can look it up if you want. But like I was saying, that hat is like white, has the Super Bowl I'm pretty sure it's 30 something, like 39 or whatever. Big silver like Roman numeral letters. Looks really dope. Has the patch on the side. And wherever it is, I'll keep it. Never throw it away. But that was all I had to say about that. That's the only hat I'll own that I'm not going to get rid of it, but I'll never put it on. Because one, it's like a kid's hat, so it's too small.
Y'all actually won at Sun Life. At Sun Life Stadium. That's what it used to be called, the Dolphin Stadium.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I'm just sorry.
But did you find the year? I should know this. I really should.
It's 2010. It happened 2010.
2010.
So like
it was the 2009 season, but yeah. Anyways, speaking of, this can be a good segue into our fall from greatness from
44.
13 years ago. 44.
I had to do found the Roman numeral. Still couldn't say it in my head. I had to go look it up. That's embarrassing.
So Super Bowl 44, last time and maybe the only time we'll ever get back to that. Never say never, but right now it's not looking too good. 2-2 after starting 2-0. That can't happen. Easily could be 3-1. Possibly.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on game 3. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Derek Carr got hurt, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that game.
See the thing.
But
the
last
thing is,
game,
easily could be 3-1. Easily, because we're up 17-0. You know the last time we were up 17-0 at halftime?
No.
The last time, at least I remember?
No.
I want you to take a wild guess. A game that hurts badly. You know what I'm talking about, because I've talked about it many times on here.
Because Jared Goff is the GOAT?
No.
It's not that game?
Case Keenum. Yeah.
Was it that one?
We were down 17-0. Sorry. And last time there was a 17-0 deficit.
It was the Miracle?
That game, we were down.
Minneapolis Miracle?
We were down 17-0 at half. Why do you think it made it so much worse? I almost turned the game off. My dad.
I thought you were going to talk about like I thought that was probably that's my worst stutter to date.
Dang, bro, you alright? You straight?
Hey,
I thought it was
you take 1 week off of recording a podcast and forgot to speak English. I swear.
When you ever stutter, you stutter around friends, bro. There's no recovery.
I know. That's why I'm laughing because I laugh first. I laugh before you laugh.
Bro, me and my friends do that all the. See, I was gonna try to ignore it, but then you stopped and I was like, I can't.
You just gotta. Those are the ones you gotta compose yourself. You gotta laugh. Take a deep breath in.
What are you
compose
trying to
yourself. I thought it was the Rams game
saying?
since you said. I talk about it a lot and it hurts. And I was
we
like,
have a lot of
I thought it was
pain
like,
in our. We have a lot of pain in our history.
I guess, but I thought you were gonna refer to the blasphemy of a no PI call.
No, I was talking about we were down 17-0, came all the way back.
I actually didn't even know you were down 17-0. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Doesn't that make it even more like?
Yeah,
wow.
You came back, had like
wow.
Fought
My
back.
dad was like, "It's over, son." Well, he didn't say
that was painful.
he didn't say son, but I remember sitting vividly on the middle of my couch, shoulders like sunk like these. You know how you watching the game and you slowly just like what is going on?
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, please don't turn it off. Like it's not. You never know what can happen in the second half. Really, it's over. So we during halftime, turned to commercials. We came back. I start to get a little, a little more excited, more like these, and then I fall on the floor, not just to my knees, like on my face. But anyways, that's the last time I remember anything 17-0 related. So when I saw we were up 17-0 versus the Packers, the Jordan Love Green Bay Packers, I was like, yo, light work. I'm not even watching the game. I was busy all afternoon anyways with football.
Yeah, then Derek Carr
cake.
gets hurt.
I come back to my phone, and I get a notification that says the Green Bay Packers just win 18-17 versus the Saints. And I was like, what in the world happened? So then I looked back, and it said Derek Carr got hurt like early in the second half, and I was like, oh. But even then, I don't care who you are. No defense should let up 18 unanswered points in the second half. Jameis Winston's a solid quarterback. When your offensive line is terrible, don't do that. He is a solid backup.
Oh, I never said that. No, you said.
Then what are we making that face about?
Oh, because you said no defense should be able to allow 18 unanswered points.
Oh, okay.
How about 40?
And that's pain. So
how about going 60-0 in your first 4-5 quarters of play?
I saw this stat. I'm so sorry to say this. I think you might have liked it on Instagram. It was like y'all and the Jets have never had you've had 19 seconds in the lead as a snap or whatever. So I'm gonna finish what I was saying.
Please.
I can't even focus. Now I feel bad. Brock,
care less, dog.
When your offensive line is terrible and you have no time in the pocket, there's not much you can do. As seen by y'all situation.
Mm-hmm. 11 sacks.
I didn't even know it was that much.
It was 11, yeah. A couple were his fault. I thought I was blaming it all on the offensive line. Then Dan Orlovsky actually broke it down, and I was like, damn. Daniel Jones is actually horrible.
Yeah. He's not.
We knew but the thing is, his IQ was never good. He was just talented.
He's not worth is he worth $40 million a year? I don't think so.
Well, he's not getting paid $40 million a year.
Oh, it's in the latter half of his contract that when the big money comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's in jeopardy or is it guaranteed?
I think it's 120 is guaranteed. I think or something like that.
120
or 80 is guaranteed, something like that.
Oh, what's an extra 40? He's sitting pretty.
That's for damn sure. Then you have your worst offensive line going on Instagram not on Instagram, going on I guess a radio show. I actually don't even know. He was just answering a question, talking about all the people criticizing me. What are they doing? Flipping hot dogs and burgers? And I was like, bro, they probably do that more than you when there's clear footage of the tight end having to block because you didn't block. There's clear footage of Darren Waller. Mm-hmm. It's a play where Darren Waller just kind of, taps him and then breaks off to the side, and you just stand there and turn to your right like this and see dude walk by, and then you're like,
I saw another play.
Why are you getting sacked?
I don't know if it was y'all, but somebody's O-line blocked their other offensive lineman and allowed the defender to go through. He didn't go for the defender. He pushed his own person.
Pushed our guy from behind and moved him.
No, not the butt play or whatever.
No, not like the push. It's a play where our O-line, first of all, I saw one play where they all shifted left, and there was 3 guys on the right, and they just went right to Daniel Jones. It was hilarious. They all went left, and 2 people just walked in, and he was he just drops back and just looks at it and just accepted it. He accepted it, and then there was one play, he drops back, play action, fakes the handoff, turns around, and he has a dude about 2 feet away from him, full sprint. He had nothing to do but just get sacked. And then there was one play where our O-line pushes, they were going right, and our right tackle and our right guard is pushing our right tackle, from behind. And
I think that's the play that I saw.
The dude just walked in right down the middle and sacked.
What are we doing?
I think someone else did that play too, though. I don't think it was just us.
But I want to finish what I was saying. So when we lost that first game, I was like, just our luck. Jordan Love decides to be decent, whatever.
And Derek Carr gets hurt.
And he gets hurt. Yeah. You can move on. Is what it is.
Always blame it on that.
And I was like, Alvin Kamara's coming back the next week. We'll be fine. 2-1, not bad. It should be 3. It should be 3-0. If 3-0 would have felt amazing.
Yeah.
But is what it is.
It is what it is. And Derek Carr absolutely forgets how to play football.
I turned the game off. No, you cannot blame it on Derek Carr. Because here's why. Pete Carmichael has got to go. Alvin Kamara came back. He was excited to play. We all were excited to have him play.
He had like 22 touches or something like that, like 17 carries.
But the thing is, what happened? What did it do?
Well, apparently nothing.
Your
best receiver was like 1 of 7 because he was getting destroyed.
What do you think when Taysom Hill lines up in the backfield?
I don't know.
What do you think he's going to do?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, because he could throw the ball.
He's going to run.
Probably.
That's what he always does. Our offense is so predictable. We have one of the worst red zone offenses in the entire league. We do the same stuff over and over. Derek Carr is one of the best play-action passers in the league, statistically. But when you run a total of 10 play-action plays in the first 4 games of football, you're not utilizing him to the best of your ability.
Is he like a good rolling out quarterback? Like he plays better rolling out than from the pocket?
Yeah. Because in the pocket, he has no protection. He has no time because our offensive line is horrible. And the guys that are supposed to be good are not playing well. And then we have a couple of injuries. Our injuries list, like it does every year, is getting longer and longer and longer.
Same.
And the Bucs came out into our stadium. First game back with Alvin Kamara and said,
"Get that weight up, little boy."
Cooked us.
Get that weight up, little boy. Shout out Baker.
If we were 3-0, like lost that game 3-1, totally fine. But now you dropped to 2-2, and it's like not only are the Bucs 3-1, top of the league, top of the division. Sorry, it's not over for us, but I'm starting to feel like it's over. You know what I mean? I don't want to be too hasty, but my excitement was all the way up
you
here.
You guys are gonna be. You guys are better than the Falcons. There's no shot you guys end up under the Falcons. Like,
no.
Desmond Ritter's just simply not that guy.
Baker Mayfield. I'm counting on the Falcons to just start dipping, like a midseason downfall or something. It's just they're playing really well right now, and I don't know what got into them. Hopefully, it's just a first quarter of the season thing. But right now, all of the fans are collectively calling for a change in offensive coordinators, or change in coaching, change in something. And this hurt me. Monday morning, Dennis Allen goes on and says, there's going to be no changes in coaching. We're going to go with the guys we have. They just have to be better players and coaches.
Is that your GM?
No, Dennis Allen's the head coach.
Oh.
So he basically saying everyone's calling for Pete Carmichael to go, and he's just like, no. So now we're just like, it's just going to be more of the same, I guess. Even Alvin Kamara was like, after the game, he was like, we used to have an explosive offense not too long ago. Like, we would roll over teams, which is true. Like, we were one of the highest scoring.
He would run over everybody, bro.
Yeah, like, and he would be like, I don't know, like, what happened, but eventually we're going to have some tough conversations. Everybody knows what you mean by tough conversations. It means somebody has got to go.
Obviously. Yeah.
And he even said in another interview a few days later, like, our offense is predictable, which it is. We do the same sets. Like, teams that watch film can know, like, where we're going. We're not going deep for, say, some random shot every other drive. We don't throw that many checkdowns to Kamara like we could. We could use more screens. We could do more, like, just some more variety. The play action, like I said, just more creativity with that good teams do. Because when you look at our roster, the talent that we have should be able to score in the red zone, but we just can't.
Did you watch the game?
I watched most of it, and then I got sad and turned it off.
No, because I have a question. Because I did see that like Kamara had a bunch of catches.
He did
a bunch of targets. Were they all screens, or were they like was he lining up outside?
I didn't get to see much of it. I didn't look at the highlights. I assumed they were probably just like check downs or screens or something. But like, yes, I'm glad we're utilizing him. The games
that you did
statistically, the games we use him and Taysom Hill, we score more. Our offense is better, and we win games. Carr, I can cut him slack because not only was he hurt and he came back after a week of like a shoulder injury that could take longer recovery. I just don't think he was 100%, and they probably should have benched him that game. But he's a tough guy. He wanted to come out and play. He played through injuries all the time with the Raiders.
I think him and Matt Stafford are like two of the toughest quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think
in the league right
Carr
now
will be better coming into the next week, and we play the Patriots. Dude, if we lose to Mac Jones and the Patriots, I'm gonna be mad.
Honestly, y'all should kill them because I mean it sucks. But Chris Gonzalez just got hurt. Like he's out for the season. He tore his labrum. So I mean Olave's gonna be open.
He better be.
But like
I love Olave. He's so good.
He got locked up.
I know.
Game. He got locked up.
And then you had Lattimore going at Mike Evans like they always do.
Yeah,
no fight this time.
That's just guaranteed. But you also had like Antoine Winfield was just a dog in the deep balls. Like because Olave had that Loki had him beat.
Yeah, that touchdown. I saw that play, and I was about to get.
He dove and blocked.
That would have changed the game.
Yeah,
I saw that
so perfectly.
And I was just like, man, I almost jumped out of my couch because I thought it was a touchdown, and then I was like, oh. That's just great defense.
Yeah.
Phenomenal defense.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even like Olave's fault. What was he, like 1 for 8? 1 for 6?
Something like that.
He only had one catch, but it's like he was He's
defense was just good.
He's getting double teamed too. He's just like.
But that's what I'm saying. You have Olave, Shaheed, Michael Thomas, he's healthy, but he's quiet, save for a random play or two, random highlight. Like Kamara, Jamal Williams when he comes back, Kendra Miller, who's I think back right now. I forgot the new back that we had that won us our second game, but our offense has enough.
The rookie.
Yeah, our offense has enough.
I'm forgetting his name, though.
But you would know that because you're not using people right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say about that. Now, yeah. Hopefully it gets better. It's an issue that should fix itself with time, but it's just I'm not knowing my team and knowing the way it's trended before. I'm not expecting it to,
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad to be in that mindset 4 weeks into the year.
Don't worry about it. I've accepted defeat.
Yeah, it's over for y'all.
Okay. Didn't think it was gonna be that mean.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Nah, I accepted defeat. Don't worry about that. I was like, I told my dad. My dad's going to the game on Sunday because they play the Dolphins, and he goes, actually this was before the Dolphin game. He said, I was like, oh, the Marlins were had a tricky situation because they had a game against the Mets canceled,
mm-hmm.
but it was if they had won against the Pirates and they knocked out the Cubs out of the playoffs, they wouldn't have to play that game. So they didn't. So they just ended up giving the Mets the win because they canceled the game when the Mets were still winning. And I told him, I was like, oh, so, they canceled the game like the Marlins are in the playoff. He goes, so they're in the playoff. I'm like, yeah, but, I'm just letting you know they don't have to finish that game. He said, all right, good. Now all we need is just the Giants to win Monday night. And I said, I'm going to be honest, Dad. I think we have a better chance of Jesus being resurrected again. It was that bad. It's that bad. I promise you. That's a direct quote.
I'm so sorry that y'all played the Dolphins after this last game.
I told him, and he said he's going to go to the stadium. He's going to buy a Dolphin hat to go to the stadium, with a Dolphin hat on, but his Giants jersey. He's like, so at least I won't feel bad.
Yeah.
He goes, at least one team will win.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no.
One team will
I said,
win.
Wow.
So are you a Dolphins fan now?
It's the same thing with, you, or you're more of a Saints fan, but you root for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Because, they play in Baltimore, you're from
Mm-hmm.
Maryland. I've always had the Dolphins there. I've always watched them because it was on television. I would go to the games. But I want the Giants to win. I want the Dolphins to do good, just how you want the Ravens because
Mm-hmm.
it's hometown. I want the Giants to do good. But if they play against each other, I want the Giants to win. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's a Super Bowl matchup, Giants v. Dolphins. I'm rooting Giants all the way. I bleed blue.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, it's really looking like my blood is going to be more teal and orange at this rate, and I really want to cry. White day got the green on today.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
What's your schedule looking like? The rest of the year. Is it one of the tougher ones for the Giants?
We still haven't played. The
when
Eagles.
when do you play
the Eagles.
the Commanders?
I think we play them next week.
That should boost your spirits, right?
Not really.
They're not that good.
No, but they took the Eagles to OT.
They
always
do that though.
It's
for some reason
they're kryptonite. They're Eagles.
For
kryptonite.
some reason they always do that.
They're the Eagles kryptonite.
No, they're buns.
It's hilarious.
Stop it, Sam Howell.
I never said they were good.
But
I'm just saying they're the Eagles kryptonite.
Yeah.
They beat the Eagles last year. They were the only loss that the Eagles had last year.
No, we beat the Eagles.
They had 2 losses.
Yeah.
I thought they only had 1.
No, we beat them. I remember that game because it was key to our success.
Oh no, we don't play them next week. We play them the week after. We play the Bills next week. Yeah, I knew we played them soon. It's Bills, Commanders, Jets, Raiders, Cowboys, Commanders, Patriots, Packers, Saints.
Well, we play y'all?
Yeah, on the 17th. It's my brother's birthday.
Hopefully we're both in better records.
Then we play the Eagles Christmas. Then we play the Rams.
So
New Year's
of
Eve.
those next couple,
And then
which
the
you
Eagles.
think you could win? I think you could win the Raiders matchup. I think you could win the Commanders matchup.
We could win the Raiders and the Jets.
Yeah.
The Commanders is kind of a toss-up right now because they're not playing bad. Did they lose to the Cardinals or did they? Yeah, right? No. I don't even remember.
No.
They beat
the Cardinals because that's why it was funny that the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
who they beat.
My friends
They beat
made
the
that
Cowboys.
very clear in our group chat. They were clowning our friends a Cowboys fan because they were like, "Yo, we beat them. How did y'all lose?"
You should clown them just for being a Cowboys fan.
Well, we do. Anyways,
fair
that
enough.
goes without saying. But I want to mention the Jets because you guys play them. Although you could beat them, I'm going to say I'm on the Zach Wilson train right now. I'm rooting for him. Just because, did you see, man, I forget his name, but the guy that was he was hating on him so hard in that post-game interview after the Chiefs game.
Rodney Harrison.
You saw that?
So stupid.
Like, what is it? Like, bro, you a grown man. You really don't. Are you good?
No, I'm fighting with this mic right now. That's a clip right there.
Do you want to cut that out?
Nah,
No,
no,
I'm just
that's
kidding.
fine. It doesn't stay up, so I
But
gotta
like, he
lean
straight
down.
up would just be like, "This dude's not
trash. You
Yeah,
look at
he's
the
trash.
clip. You look at the tape every week, and you're like, yeah, this dude's
Like, he
garbage.
interrupted Chris
Shout
Jones.
out Chris Jones. Bro.
Yeah, for being like, yeah, no, he's special. He has talent, which he does. It's hard for him to show it sometimes, but he was just like, no, he had a special game, but he's not special. Like, bro, why are you hating on him like that much?
Like, let's get it on record that he is the only quarterback to ever outperform Patrick Mahomes,
Which is insane.
in completions, passes, touchdowns, interceptions, yards, everything. He's the only quarterback to outperform him.
And you're just on there saying like, nah, he's terrible. Like, you can critique his game, but it seemed like he was hating on him just like straight up as a person. It's like, dude, relax.
Speaking of that, perfect segue into the memes that we saw this week. Did you see
I saw plenty of memes about that game.
Zach Wilson when he sees Rodney Harrison's mom? That was the best
I
one.
saw Zach Wilson when he sees Mama Kelsey.
Hey, Miss Parker. Look, that is what I saw right there.
Bro, the Mama Kelsey ones were so funny.
I didn't see that one.
You
With
didn't see that
Zach
one?
Wilson?
It was like Zach Wilson when he sees Donna Kelsey
in the
crowd.
stands? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's that. Taylor Swift was the obvious one. Do you think that game was rigged to make the Chiefs win? Because a lot of people were saying it was like,
I don't
Swift
think it was
there.
rigged. I just think there's no reason you call a holding call 10 seconds after the holding call.
Mhm.
Like, if he was to call that holding, which it was a holding, but if he would have called it instantly, I would have been like, that's a valid call.
Did you see the non-holding call on the Chiefs O-line? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A pretty bad one.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Like,
And
pad
the
was
fact
off the
that
shoulder.
I think this is where it got too much, is the fact that the NFL literally posted on their own Instagram and Twitter.
2-0 was Taylor Swift in attendance.
Yeah, like the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties.
I get the whole point. My fault. I get the whole point of like promoting Taylor because it's bringing in a whole new demographic. Shout out sports marketing.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You will learn
like,
that. Shout out
like
sports
from a marketing standpoint, there's literally, how could you not? There's no way you couldn't, because it makes the most sense. She's like one of the biggest, if not the biggest artists in the world right now. You bringing in a whole, I mean, come on.
No, she is just still.
You're bringing in a whole new demographic, like you said. Their numbers have been going up. They'd be dumb not to. But it's just like, people already accuse the NFL of like coddling and lobbying towards the Chiefs and everything for a while now. So for them to, if this is the Chiefs Instagram to post something like that, it would make sense. That's fine. But for the official NFL Instagram to be like, the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties, it's like, come on. You know?
That's a little
You
bad.
say you're not playing favorites and then you do something like that. Like, what are...
Well, it is their poster boy.
I know, but it's like
Brady. Well, it's not like Brady.
And see how quickly they took down the Puka Nacua posts? They were like the new kid on the block, and they had his face on there. And then once the Chiefs
did they? I didn't even know they did.
No, he was on there after
Shout
that
out
game.
Puka, he's going crazy.
Yeah, that game-winning touchdown. Did you know that was his first NFL touchdown? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Well, I knew once when I saw it, I didn't even know he scored a touchdown.
I saw the video of like his girl reacting to it.
I saw the NFL's one before.
Yeah,
it was like when your first touchdown's a game winner.
I saw it was like watching my boyfriend score his first touchdown.
Yeah, that was kind of sweet.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. And then you see that, and then immediately switches to, we had a great time with you here, and it was Taylor Swift, and it's like, cool, whatever. But to that point, New Heights podcast, they talked about it like they had to, and when you watch the clip, like Travis Kelce, he didn't seem mad about it like people are making it seem. All he said was, yeah, like it's cool, but he thinks they're overdoing it a little bit. He said overdoing it a little bit.
Yeah, Jason was more like,
it's too much.
No, they're just Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
He was so funny about it.
And of course Travis has to like he can be honest, but he can't be like, yeah, it's too much because it's about him. But every single like other media or news post I've seen after that moment has made it seem like it's like Travis Kelce thinks it's too much.
Yeah,
or Travis Kelce thinks it's over. I'm just like, yo.
Look, we're comm students. We know how it goes.
Yeah.
We know how it goes.
Y'all are making it seem like he's mad. He's like, guys, put the cameras down. Relax. No, all he said was, yeah, it's a bit much, but it is what it is.
What did I say we? I don't know if you saw, but it was like, that, I mean, today's just not my day. I'm going to be honest with you.
Did you eat before this?
I ate breakfast this morning. I did eat breakfast.
You need some water?
I think I do. Damn. That probably will get cut. I mean, the attention. Oh, that's what it was. The attention is granted for him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look at what it's done. 400 percent in sales,
Mm-hmm.
in jersey sales, like 600,000 new Instagram followers. So he's not gonna say too much, but I did see this. What it was, I followed this account on Instagram behind the broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
and they commented, and because someone reached out to them, they legitimately installed a new camera, CBS, at MetLife, just to capture Taylor Swift.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know how true it is, but
If that is
It's a-
like true, that's
it's a
actually
legit
wild.
account. I'll be following. I'll be seeing what it looks like behind,
Bro,
sporting events behind the broadcast.
you see they cut off Isaiah Pacheco's touchdown. Excuse me. They cut off his touchdown celebration to show Taylor Swift's reaction.
Mhm. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro, they're acting like she's like the owner of the team.
like she's a Dalai Lama.
They do the same things for.
I get like
This is what pisses me off about Patriots games and Cowboys games. Every time the Cowboys do something good, it cuts to Jerry Jones. Every time. It's just his reaction. Especially when they score. Every time the Patriots do something good or like when they score, it cuts to Robert Kraft up in the stands. And I'm like, that makes more sense because they're the owners, but it still gets kind of annoying because no other teams do that.
But it's not even as much as they're doing with Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
but with
It's
Taylor, it's like every time
touchdown,
it's just like boom. Taylor
every
Swift
touchdown. It's like
being happy.
You're seeing her 7-8 times a brock. Excuse me. That's where Jason was like. That's why like NBA does it right. Like they show them pregame, and it's like that's it because they have so many.
The NBA always gets
celebrities.
Jason,
There's always a celebrity at every.
He brought up
NBA
a good
game.
point. He said the NFL doesn't really get like the big celebrities like that, like the.
So now it's like, oh my God, what are we? Oh my God, put Taylor Swift, and it's like, okay, we get it, we understand.
Because the NBA, you're right, it's so normal, especially like in bigger cities. Like you always see stars courtside at LA,
At Miami and New York.
Like it's
The
just
Knicks games always have celebrities.
it's normal. Like
Boston always has
courtside, like that's
celebrities.
where it's at. You know, that's like that's how you know you have status.
DJ Khaled
or a lot of money.
DJ Khaled's almost at every like Heat game.
You got Spike Lee at almost every like
At
Knicks
every
game
Knicks
too.
game.
Yeah.
So it's like LA. I mean, who's not at LA game, especially with LeBron there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's always someone. So it's like the NFL is like, oh my God, like we finally have someone, like we have someone big, like put her on.
But it's not just that it's someone big. It's the fact that like she's so relevant in 2023 that it's even more. Like if it was,
she's so relevant to a new demographic that they don't have.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I understand they're trying to capitalize on it, which
they should.
By all means, go for it. Like they are. I mean, there's no better way than to like have someone who's so popular here for out of nowhere. She's here. And not out of nowhere. We all know the reason why, which is Travis.
I gotta say respect to Travis, honestly.
He shot his shot.
The fact that it actually
shot
worked.
the Damian Lillard shot.
Yeah.
But going into that, it's like they're bringing in more people, so they want to be like, okay, to get more people hooked on football, let's constantly put her so we can get all these people like coming back in.
The one thing that bugs me about it. Okay, so last Saturday this past Sunday, sorry, I went to help one of my friends at his like parents' church, like in like Brandon, to like do like a pumpkin patch. So we're like moving pumpkins out of a truck and like placing them.
I saw you.
Yeah. So there were like kids of all ages that were like there and everything, and there was like this group of like middle school age like girls talking about it, and it's funny like these girls are having the same conversation that literally grown like 30-year-old women are probably having, but although there is truth to this sentiment, it's like not fully true. The notion that Travis is using her for clout and he like needs her to be famous. You heard that talk, and it's like, yo, just because you weren't aware of who he was doesn't mean that he wasn't popular.
100.
Like not only is he a 2-time Super Bowl winner, he's gonna go down as one of the best, if not the best, tight end of all time. He's hosted SNL. He's doing like all these types of commercials and everything. He's been famous. He may not be a Taylor famous or maybe like famous to a new audience that doesn't watch football, but he's very well known. Like people all over the world have his jersey because like people have Chiefs jerseys because they won the Super Bowl. Like it just makes the most sense.
Yeah.
So to say like, oh, he is no one without her. He's just I heard them say all he's ever gonna be, which is it's fine because like kids saying what do they know, whatever. I just thought it was funny. They were just like all he's ever gonna be known as is her boyfriend or ex, and I was just like, no.
To you, but
to you, sure. If you didn't know
know
who Travis Kelce was, makes sense if you don't watch football, but like there's no way you haven't heard. Most people have, maybe not most people, a lot of people heard the name Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce just from being around in this country,
Yeah.
So
it is what it is. I mean,
a kid saying that is fine, but when an adult says that, it's like, no, like what are you doing?
yeah, you're gonna see.
Don't diminish his career just by being
there's,
like.
There's even like athletes being told that. Like you saw Julius Randle, his
No,
wife.
I didn't see that.
His Julius Randle.
Oh yeah, I
like,
did actually. She was just
he
like
was working out, and he just
he
stops
put
his
him on the
workout.
map, and he was like, "What? What?"
He goes, "Are you recording this?" Oh, do you know who you're talking about right now?
No, you don't. That's what I'm saying. Like a grown
Yeah.
adult being like, he was not even on the map. No, he was.
Yeah,
He absolutely was.
but Julius Randle was funny for that. But I mean, it is what it is with the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
situation. I guess we're gonna still have to just suck it up.
People, I mean, it's whatever. People can say what they want about her as a person.
We're just
I don't
gonna-
know why people
yeah.
are hating on her as like a person.
I
Like,
don't
she
know,
has
but-
nothing to do with the media
Like,
coverage.
If you're, I don't know, if you're just bothered by it, just shake it off.
No, people be like, I can't stand her. I hate her now. I'm like, guys, you don't really hate her. You hate the coverage that she's getting, or you might hate like the fans. Like that's my thing. Like the fans can be annoying. Nothing against her as an artist or as a person.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's fine.
I love
Who
how you
cares?
just didn't catch the pun that I threw out there.
What did you say?
I said, like, if you're just, bothered by it, just shake it off. I mean, it
Yo,
was
that
smooth.
was good.
It was
that
smooth
was
'cause you
good.
didn't
That was
hear
so
it.
good
Yeah,
that I didn't even.
It fit in so
I was
perfect.
just like, yeah, shake it off. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen
Thought that was
the I saw one today, and it actually, you know what? Maybe I can't say it on here. I'll tell you after. But it was a collection of names from.
Ha! I get the exclusive.
It was a collection of names from, like Eagles players. It was Kelsey,
Hurts Swift.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kelsey something Hurts. That I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, I didn't see.
You didn't-
They lined. It was so funny because it was lined up so perfectly, and they were like, "Look."
No,
I
but
love
it was
when
Kelsey
the
and then
NBA
another player in between.
The NFL fed into it,
I'll
and it was like, look,
See,
they were like our favorite. Oh
Kelsey. Do you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Kelsey
Fletcher.
Fletcher.
about Fletcher?
Kelsey Fletcher Hurts. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty good.
It was funny. They were like, the Eagles were like, this is our favorite Kelsey Swift duo,
Yeah.
and it was Jason Kelsey and
Mhm.
DeAndre Swift. I thought that was hilarious.
Have you noticed, like, so I assume you follow, like, Bleacher Report or Sports Center or just anything Omar related, like, House of Highlights? Bro, Omar.
related is crazy.
No, bro. So, they, people in the comments have been killing me lately.
Omar, why are you
'cause
posting this?
They were like, yo, bring back the LeBron posts. And so many people be like, I didn't realize how much I missed LeBron.
I said that.
until-
I'd been liking those comments, bro. Oh God.
And then they posted something about LeBron, like, yesterday, and they were like, my glorious king is back. Or some other people be like, you know what, the LeBron post annoyed me, but I didn't realize how much I missed them. You're like, I'm not
For
even a
real.
LeBron fan, but I'd rather see his face over Taylor.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yeah.
Because they used to post about, bro, LeBron just walked into the stadium differently. LeBron walked into the stadium through a different entrance. Omar, really,
The-
dog?
The
Like Omar.
NBA season is starting again. Best believe we're gonna see those
There was a
LeBron
game today.
posts.
Actually, speaking of that,
I
that was
think
that
it
was
over.
that was a perfect transition.
Yeah.
Did you see the Wizards?
No,
They had a fashion show, like a runway pre-game, like for their players' outfits,
that was
which
all-
I thought was kind of sick. I thought it was a little weird, but it's kind of cool. Like, you know how like basketball players tend to, like, they come in with like someone on the Wizards wear some outrageous fits, and we all know who I'm talking about.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had like a runway to
I was looking. At
you know, they had a runway for like the players to walk in, like kind of like show their fits, and then I guess go.
Do
to
you
the
like
locker
that
room.
idea? Or do you think it's extra?
I
Given
don't
the
know.
preseason game, it's like whatever. But
It's kind of cool, but they shouldn't be doing that every game. And I think no other team
every
should do
game
it.
is insane.
I think no other team should do it, and the only time it should be brought back is the All-Star game,
The All-Star game would be crazy.
right?
Like a
I
fashion
think
show at
it's
the
cool,
All-Star
but
game.
now,
That'd be
like,
cool.
let's say the Wizards do it every home game, it's gonna get tiring. And then big market teams are gonna incorporate it. New York might incorporate it. Boston might incorporate it.
LA.
Miami might incorporate it. Both LAs might incorporate it. The Clippers might incorporate it before the Lakers, trying to be different. Since they're already leaving. To their new stadium. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it'll be too much. So it's like, I think it was cool for the one time. And then, or maybe I think the All-Star game would be perfect. And then I think maybe for like the play, not the play-in, but like the mid-season. You know the new tournament they got this
Yeah,
season?
yeah.
Like for the championship of that, I think it'd be cool.
It could be.
Like certain games would be
I think
cool for
if
that,
the
but
fits are
not.
too outrageous, it'd be like, let's stop this.
So
now.
Kyle Kuzma,
Yeah.
anything he puts on.
It'd be like,
Let me
alright,
tell you, he does not
let's-
put that thing on.
No.
No, he does the opposite of Antonio Brown. Just a song, bro. It's just a song.
Anyways, I think Nikola Jokic might be the funniest player in the league.
Bro treats the NBA like a side job.
The
like
way
a part-time.
he looked like an angry toddler, the way he was walking in, just
For media day?
Yeah, he was just like, I'm really back here. Like, you can see it in his face.
He was mad.
He was just like, I'm already back. And we just left.
Um,
You see that the reporter asked him the question, like, was your summer, like, fun? Because you
No,
like,
we
won
played
and
2 more
everything.
months.
He was like, no, we played like 2.5 more months. Like,
and then, but he was clowning on Jamal too. When they asked Jamal why he didn't play for Canada national team, he goes, I think because we had just ended the finals, and then like 2 weeks later we were training, and we did 2-a-days on the first day, and I was like, nah, bro, I just played in the NBA finals. But Jokic like leans back, he's like 2-a-days, brother, 2-a-days. He was like 2-a-days. And I was like, oh, they for sure. Like, Jamal called him saying, like, bro, you believe what we're doing, bro? Like, no, I ain't doing this. And he was, like, probably laughing on, like, a horse or something.
Or standing on a table.
Standing on the table dancing with a trophy or something. And then you got Jimmy over here being a troll again.
Oh, my gosh.
That was funny, though. This one was funny
Jimmy is all-time, like, media day.
Why'd you do this? I'm one with my emotions right now.
I'm just very emotional.
And this is my emotional state.
Bro, this is where Stephen A. Smith comes in as an old head. You see what he said? He was like,
his face. He was like,
not only on First Take, but on his own podcast, he was just like, I don't even know what like an emo is. Like, I'm like, bro, are you just not pay attention to like media? Like, come on.
He does.
You're showing your age.
He's trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I don't know what he's doing. We know what he's doing. It just happened because of the Damian Lillard trade and everything.
We knew he was gonna troll after last year with the dreads and with the long hair and the shaved when he.
I thought it was so great.
He shaved his goatee.
Dog.
He looked like
looked like a different person.
He looked like a lizard with them long hair. He looked like Ocho. He looked like Ocho Cinco. Tell me no. He looked like Ocho Cinco, low-key.
Low-key, he
Ocho
actually
Cinco,
did.
Bro.
People were saying stuff about like the extension and be like, "How do you feel about your new hair?" He'd be like, "What? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, and then did you see him in training camp the first day?
Day after, gone.
Right back to his braids with a ninja headband.
That's
Jimmy.
Commitment. Did you see him standing next to Bam for the picture, and the lady came in and started like combing his hair to make sure it was like slicked down, and Bam just started like crying. Like
Bam was laughing.
He was in tears.
Tyler legit looked scared.
Yeah.
Tyler was like, "What's up with this dude, dog?" Like,
do you think Tyler's gonna have a breakout season because nobody wanted him?
He's gotten better every year.
Okay.
Look at the stats. He's gotten better every year.
Yeah.
I think he's got to start. There's no way he doesn't start. I think it just goes to a point of if Spo trusts everybody now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you lose your backup point guard, and you lose your starting shooting guard sometimes. Backup shooting. Well, technically your backup shooting guard when Tyler was hurt. So it's a case of, okay, if you roll out the starting lineup, which will probably be Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Caleb Martin, or Kevin Love, my fault, Bam Adebayo. It's a case of Caleb is probably 6-man up, right? He's probably going to be 6-man. Who comes in with him, right? Mm-hmm. You take out Bam a lot.
Yeah.
But that means K-Love is going to be your first one out because Caleb usually plays the 4. So it's a case of, we got Thomas Bryant. Now the case is Thomas Bryant going to start to give more height and have K-Love come off the bench?
And Thomas Bryant is solid.
He's a solid big, and it's like you can move Bam down to the 4, and then have him play 5 later and bring in Nikola Jovic.
Yeah,
one letter different, who has put on like 20 pounds of muscle,
and absolutely he just graduated.
He just graduated high school. Went crazy with Serbia, and he's probably gonna come in, and then Jaime Jaquez Jr. is probably gonna come in as well. But he can play like the 2 and the 3. He's like a Jimmy. He's literally like Jimmy. He's literally a reincarnation of Jimmy. But then it's the matter of, then that means Tyler will probably have to stay on the court to run the 1, and it's like it's all a matter of finding your rotations, and then who works with what. Duncan Robinson's probably gonna come in. You need that hot hand because you don't have Max Strus as another shooter. You just have Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson now, who's pure shooters. So
you see what Jimmy Butler said about Strus, like in his comment section.
Yeah. Fun summer, back to work.
Yeah, he was like, all that fun just to lose to us. Yeah.
And he's like, I miss you too, buddy. He was like, miss you too. I was sad. I was sad when he left and when Gabe Vincent left. I was really sad because Gabe was a dog.
That's good for LA though.
Okay. That's good for LA. Little glorious king over here.
Look, their roster, their depth is crazy.
What's up with your other favorite player? Buckle up.
Oh, see, no. I was gonna talk about that. Look, Kyrie, I love you, but I don't know how I feel about that. Like, honestly, at first I was like the idea behind it is cool, but then I was just like, I feel like the execution just comes off like so corny.
The buckle up.
Yeah, like I feel like the message would be like, oh yeah, it's about to get going. You know, that's fine. I can get behind that.
He probably don't even wear a seatbelt.
Why wouldn't he wear a seatbelt? He's not like crazy.
I don't know. I'm just saying it'd be funny if he doesn't. He thinks the Earth is flat, so let's not get into that.
In game, it could be cool depending on the situation, or just like a quick little. But I don't know. I don't know.
Let's not forget this is the same guy that said, oh, I knew Dallas was my number one in free agency. Then said that to Boston, said that to Cleveland, said that to Brooklyn.
True. He's also the same guy that had a 50, 40, 90 season. He's the same guy that will
I've never said
make
he was
a layup
bad.
on anybody. He's
Listen
the same guy
words.
that's going to ball wherever he is.
Listen to my words, Jacob.
He's the same guy that hit that clutch shot over Steph Curry in the 2016 NBA Finals, one of the greatest shots of all time.
Curry's still better.
Okay, Curry's better all time.
Just making sure. But I never said he was bad. I'm just saying, like, he's telling people to buckle up, but it's like,
I mean,
and then I'm like,
they ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I'm over here saying, he might not buckle up in the car legitimately because he does.
Will I buy a Mavs Kyrie jersey? No.
Why not? Buy the new city edition. The new city.
No.
Jersey.
I'll buy a Brooklyn one still, even if he's not there, because that Brooklyn one is tough. But like,
which one though?
All of them. The black and white one's classic, or the city jersey too.
I'm honestly a fan of the yellow one.
The yellow one?
Yeah, I like you think it's hard.
But somehow the Mavs jerseys, they're just not hitting for me,
I think the green one's kind of sick though.
The green one? Yeah. I think the blue one's better. They're not cool.
They're not bad jerseys.
They're not
though.
bad. They're not bad. It's just like Dallas. Maybe it's because it's associated with Cowboys. I don't know. Something
Probably.
about Dallas.
I think that's
something
what it
about
is.
Dallas.
I think that's what it is with you. Yeah. I still don't have a Lonzo Ball jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Mr. Lonzo Ball.
I know,
everything right here.
I know.
Where's he at?
Chicago.
Can he stand up yet?
All right.
I know. I'm playing.
Yes, he can. He was standing up at media day. I don't know if you saw him. He was standing up.
He was
pictures.
at media day.
Yeah.
I actually didn't see a post about him. That's crazy.
Oh, the Bulls posted him.
Oh, I don't follow the Bulls.
No. Wow. Fake fan. No, I'm just kidding.
Fake fan.
Of
Does
the
this look
NBA.
like Chicago?
Of the NBA.
No.
Follow
I follow the NBA.
I don't follow all
page.
NBA teams. I'm just kidding. I follow all
I was
MLB
about to say, you
teams.
follow all NBA teams. That's dedication.
I follow all
like,
MLB teams, yeah.
cool. I don't follow all NFL teams or NBA teams.
Me neither.
Because why would I? That's too much.
Yeah. But
That's too much.
it is what it is.
Yeah. This season should be fun. Dame, I'm so happy for Dame.
I'm not.
What do you mean?
Because he was supposed to go to Miami.
Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all had like 4 different stars in the last year that like.
No, it's that they legit just don't want any. Like, we're not going to offer, the team and a half. We're not going to offer Pat Riley. That's what they think we're going to get.
No, but the rumors were like KD,
No,
Giannis.
no, it's not the rumors.
Somebody
KD,
else.
The only rumor was was Giannis. Because KD goes, I want to go to Phoenix or Miami. Miami goes, here. And Brooklyn's like, nah. Phoenix is like, oh, we'll give you this. Yeah, sure. Okay, wow, that's messed up.
Yeah.
But understandable. You shipped them to the other conference. Understandable. Damian Lillard, I want to go to Miami. What about it? Nope, I want to go to Miami. Okay, here. No, we don't want that. We'll offer you more. No. What do you want? We want 7 first-round picks. We want Tyler Hero. We want Jimmy Butler. We want Bam Adebayo. We want Eric Spoelstra with it and Caron Butler as well.
Why would you think they would trade Jimmy Butler for Damian Lillard? Like, he wants to play with them.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then it's like the other one was Donovan Mitchell, right? I like working out in Miami. I like playing with Bam. He never said he wanted to go to Miami. He goes, I work out in Miami. I live there. I love working out with Bam. Bam's my dog. All right. We'll give you this for Donovan. Nah, the Cavs are like, we'll give you this. Yeah, sure. Okay, wow. James Harden, I want to go to Miami. Right? Okay, here you go, Brooklyn. Nah. Philly, here you go, Brooklyn. Yeah, sure, here you go. Go to Philly. It's like, are you? Like, bruh. Like, Bradley Beal. I want to go to Miami.
Yeah.
I want to go to Miami. Oh, here you go for Bradley Beal. Nah. Then the Suns gave him worse.
Yeah.
The Suns gave him worse. But why did they do it? Why did they do it? Because the new GM of the Wizards is the son of the owner of the Suns or something like that.
For real? I didn't.
There's someone from the Suns is the father of, I think, the Wizards' new president or GM or
like
something
a nepotism trade or something?
Probably. Was like, Dad, I'm going to give you more. Or I think vice versa. Someone for the Suns gave him more than we did. But Bradley was like, okay, yeah, sure. Because I get to play with KD.
I just didn't even think Milwaukee was like in the running for anybody.
Everyone thought it was Toronto out of nowhere. Everyone thought Toronto was going to do it.
And then they were like, oh, yeah, we'll trade him.
Then Milwaukee was like, sure.
I think Portland just didn't want to give him
To Miami.
For whatever reason. Like, why do they have?
Because Cronin was just like, nah, screw Miami, and I was like,
but why? Like,
bro.
Dame's done so much for your organization, and you're just not gonna do your part by being like, here, we'll put you where you want to go. But they put him with Giannis. You see that picture of him looking at Giannis, like arm almost at the top of the backboard dunking?
Did you see him asking about why the rim was tilted up? Because Giannis.
They're like, yeah, Giannis is gonna dunk on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and then someone
you can tell
was like,
he don't know what to do.
Someone was like, yeah, now that makes more sense. Now we know why he got mad in Philly. The dude was actually messing with it. I was like,
yeah,
that makes so much sense.
You know what? When he was taking the picture, standing in between Chris Middleton and Giannis,
I've never done this.
I never had a picture like this before.
I don't know where to stand. I don't know how to stand.
Like, isn't that sad, bro? I felt so bad.
Like, it was always just him and CJ.
That's how you know
it was
the
him
Blazers.
and CJ, dog.
They never built around them, bro.
It was just him and CJ, and they did all they could.
And then CJ left.
Well, CJ got traded.
Yeah. So good that he's on. He's about to go crazy. Him and Giannis are about to. I'm not saying they're taking the East because the Celtics are also really good. Who knows what's going on in Philly? James Harden's back and apparently happy to be there, but who knows?
No, he never said. This is the thing with Harden. He never said his problem was with Philly. He said his problem was with Daryl Morey.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
They're looking like he's gonna stay.
That's all it was.
Even though he said he wanted to go to the Clippers and that didn't work out.
He literally said, he goes, I don't want to play for Daryl Morey. He's like, I love Philly. I love my teammates. I don't like Daryl Morey. I don't want to play for a team that he is in charge of. And I'm like, okay, that's more valid. I thought he just didn't like the team. But shout out KG. You get one or two wiggles. You don't get unlimited wiggles.
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal analogy.
That's a great way to put it.
Phenomenal analogy.
I don't know. The East is looking better.
But the West is too strong still.
The West is still stacked. You see what Derrick Rose said about Ja?
Yes, but I don't remember it.
He said, like, I'm not your babysitter. Like, I'm not here to babysit you. I'm here to, like, push you.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great way to put it. Because, like, Ja's a grown man. He doesn't need to be – they don't need – yeah, you have a vet in the locker room, but you don't need to be behind him 24/7, making sure he's doing good or whatever. Like,
no. Josh
he's got a dad. He has a father. Like, he'll be fine. Just you have that person in the corner being like, hey, you know, let's
lock in.
Let's
like,
be better.
Slap him behind the head or something.
And then that's it. That is what it is. So I think they'll be fine.
You saw Miles Bridges is back?
He is?
Yeah, he's back this season. With LaMelo's like so happy.
I bet.
But did you see about the Hornets?
No.
Their new sponsor?
Oh, yeah.
Feastables. Shout out Mr. Beast, dog.
Maybe he can bring some good
they
energy
said Mr. Beast gonna say, I got a challenge for you guys, Hornets. Win more than 30 games this year.
His challenge should be don't get arrested. Like, I have 2 people not get arrested this year. How about that?
I saw all the comments were back.
Nobody in the roster go to prison.
All the comments were back though on the Hornets page. 27 days, 27 nights, 27 days, 27 nights, 27 days, 27 nights. That was kind of funny. And then
do you think Charlotte will ever be good?
No.
There's something about that franchise.
Look at Kai Jones.
Bro, what is up with him? What is actually like for real? Like, what is up with him? He's wild.
They say he was talking like what's the one from the Rugrats? You know what I'm talking about? They say he was talking like that. It was so funny. But then what was
That's how you sounded earlier when you stuttered.
That was a good one. I gotta give it to you. That was a good one. No, that was a good one. Listen, if you can't laugh at yourself, there's no point. There's no point. Okay? You gotta learn to laugh at yourself. I found out that the Heat, this new sponsor is finally Carnival. Surprised it took him that long. When the owner literally owns Carnival.
Yeah, why would you not?
I don't know why that was never been our sponsor. Like,
should have been the whole time.
That should have been the only sponsor we had, but whatever.
Bro, something about seeing a Feastables
at the Kaseya
logo on the jersey is gonna be. I don't know.
I know, right? It just looks fake.
Yeah, it looks like a homemade jersey that somebody put on. All right, early predictions. Who do you think's taking the East?
I think it's a great way to end it, actually. Early prediction. Who's taking
the
East?
For absolutely no reason. Who's taking the East?
You gotta go Milwaukee.
I'm going Bucks. I'm on the hype train right now. I'm going Bucks.
I mean, you give Drew Holiday was good. I love Drew. I would die for Drew. He's one of the best two-ways in the league, if not the best two-way guard. But you get a guy who can drop you 50 any night, and then another guy who can drop you 50, and then another guy who can drop you 35. 135 just right there, bro.
Don't forget Bobby Portis. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, Bobby
he's
Portis
good.
is locked
He's
down.
good.
People
But
don't
when
know
I see
about
Bobby
that.
Portis, I just think
The big eyes. He just looks funny. With
Yeah.
big eyes. But I think Milwaukee takes it.
for the West, it's a toss-up. I have no idea. I don't think the Nuggets will repeat because they lost a couple of key pieces. But they're never out of it.
Who'd they lose? They just lost.
Bruce Brown,
Yeah.
who was key to their run.
That's what I was gonna
And
say.
he just said,
Bruce.
I'm never leaving. And then he left.
I know he left literally 3 days after.
They were like, you think we're going to get rid of him? No. Bruce Brown to Indiana.
That's what it
But-
was. Yeah, he signed over there 4 year, right?
Yeah, because the Nuggets didn't want to pay him. And he was like, yo, give me my money. I just want a championship.
Yeah.
But, I don't know how the Warriors, dude, CP3 and Steph, I don't know how this is going to work.
I just don't know how it's gonna mesh.
Like, defensively, that's a liability.
I don't know how they're gonna mesh.
Like, you can't bench Steph, obviously. When you benching Chris Paul, like, might be the way to go. But even then, like, that's...
Stupid.
But he's almost 40, like, like...
Yeah, but they're gonna have CP take the ball out of Draymond's hand and then just have Curry,
Run, like, to two
run in a
guard.
circle. Yeah. Clay run in a circle.
I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know either, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, I think the Lakers can take it
They could. Their depth is crazy. Like,
now.
Now it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Cam Reddish, dog. Don't care what anyone says.
They're younger, too, so they have people that can, like,
Yeah.
push an off season. Bro, that picture, their big
Him.
three...
Austin Reeves.
Like, I love Austin Reeves, but, like, that picture just looks so awkward. Like, it looks
It looks funny.
It's so forced.
It looks
like
it
a
looks
big three.
AI.
Yeah.
It looks photoshopped.
Like, they're really trying to emphasize that big three narrative. It's like, guys, we don't have to do that yet. He's really good, and he's, like, a piece on the team, but just have LeBron.
Oh, he's gonna
James
be a
next to-
starter for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna start. But yeah, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, Saints, Patriots. We're taking a win. We better, or else if we lose this game, it's over. When we go 2-3, it's over. We're going 3-2.
You're accepting defeat.
Yes. So we better win. You guys, who do you play?
Miami.
See you
Yeah,
next
Dolphins.
next week.
Yeah,
Who do you
Dolphins.
play the week after?
I just read.
You'll win the week after.
Bills.
You'll win the week after that.
Commanders.
Yeah.
They're 2-2. We're 1-3. They have a better record than we do.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make you feel better, and you're not working with me.
Bro, there's nothing that can get worse. Listen, I rooted for the Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
I've rooted for the Marlins my whole life. They never been to the playoffs till this year.
Mm-hmm.
They went in 2020, but we started losing record because of COVID.
Yeah.
I've rooted for the Giants my whole life. Ever since Eli Manning retired, it's been downhill. Actually, ever since 2012. I've been a Heat fan.
They got a couple.
Yeah, I saw two of them. Yeah, I saw both Giants wins. I saw both Heat wins in 12 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just never made it to the playoffs again. Then Jimmy came, and I was like, oh, my God. We have Jimmy Butler. Goes to the playoffs. Tyler Hero drops 37
You
as
went
a
to
rookie.
the finals twice.
Right, goes to the finals. Get embarrassed because we had 3 7-footers starting. You know it's bad when LeBron is the 2 guard
Yeah.
and Anthony Davis is the 3
Mm-hmm.
because we're starting Bam at the 5, who was hurt. Then we get embarrassed the next year by Milwaukee swept. Then we lose to Boston in the finals. Then we beat Boston and get embarrassed by Denver. And instead of going out and signing people that are 7 feet, they go out and, get an F for their offseason. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
They can still make the playoffs, so that's always good. But there's not much that, I'm pretty dead inside if it comes to rooting for
And
teams.
that's when we need to wrap.
It comes to rooting for teams, The only good thing I have is that I root for Bryce Harper.
We can end on that depressing note of just you mapping through all your sadness,
All
of
the disappointment in my
over
sports
the last
teams.
10 years.
But yeah, no, I think so. This has been the 5th episode of season 2. Again, we did skip last week's episode, but it is what it is. Bear with us. And we'll try not to skip any. Well, actually, we will skip.
We will. We have fall
we
break.
have fall
coming
break,
up.
yeah.
So after next week, then there won't be.
We
an
will
episode
have
that
one
week.
next week, then
But
take
that just
another.
means we have even more to talk about
hiatus.
the week after.
Exactly. And it'll make you miss us more.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
we will see you next week.
Peace.